Boston Celtics superstar Jaylen Brown just got ranked in the top 5 shooting guards from Hoops Hype, and we'll dive into how I think Jaylen Brown is a top 5 shooting guard in the NBA, and if I respect their rankings. Welcome back to Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Veliz, and in this video, we'll explore that Jaylen Brown news while also looking at Jordan Walsh's first summer and how he feels after the first summer with the Boston Celtics, and then we'll talk about Payton Pritchard praising the new big man Kristaps Porzingis. But before we get into any news, 95% of our viewers that watch these videos are not subscribed, and we'd greatly appreciate it if you guys hit that red subscribe button and join the Celtics Digest family. We're on our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and we're getting more and more subscribers every day. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this Celtics content. We upload Celtics content almost daily here on Celtics Digest, so make sure to get your Celtics content here. But let's get into the first topic at hand, which is Jordan Walsh speaking on his first summer experience. Jordan Walsh has been drafted from Arkansas, was our second round pick, the only selection that the Boston Celtics had in the NBA draft this year. And the Celtics were very high on Jordan Walsh. They actually had him in their top 25, and he fell all the way to pick 38, which they were able to trade back and get multiple second round picks to then get the guy that they actually wanted. But Jordan Walsh has had a great offseason, hanging out with a lot of big men and a lot of veterans, and has spoken about it recently. So let's get into that. Jordan Walsh says that he's been talking to Al Horford a lot. He's been telling me a lot about being professional and showing up every day to work hard, and knowing that the first year is going to be bumpy being a rookie, like it's always a transition. But he says, as long as I work hard, we have a good team and we have a good group of guys who will take care of me in a way and lead me in a way that's going to help my career in the future. In addition to Horford, Walsh is thankful to have Tatum and Brown leading by example with their work ethic, saying for them to set the foundation of hard work this early, when obviously they don't have to be here, which they choose to be here to set the foundation because they want to win a championship. To have them to set the example for guys like me, who it's their first year in their league, it means a lot for sure, and it builds the culture for Celtics community to where we're all focused on winning and working hard. And coming and hearing this is great. Obviously, you want your rookie to be bought in and actually wanting to win. But this isn't the first comments that we've heard from Jordan Walsh speaking on the behalf of actually working hard and actually being a grit and grind part of this defense. And I think with the loss of Marcus Smart, obviously, we're going to lose a lot of that grit and grind. So we need some of these guys to step up. And guys like Jordan Walsh and new pickup Lamar Stevens hopefully can help out the Celtics on the defensive side of the ball. But obviously, we want guys like Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis and Rob Williams to be helping them out on the defensive side of the ball and to be good leaders. It's also great to hear that with Smart leaving, we also did lose a big part of our leadership and locker room experience. So having Jayson, Tatum, and Jaylen Brown step up and proving that they work hard and showing how hard they work because they want to make a championship proves to Jordan Walsh that he wants to be in the system and actually compete. And hopefully Jordan Walsh can actually get to the contention of these guys. Jordan Walsh also had one more comment. He said, "It's the best feeling to be playing somewhere where they have a chance, a really good chance of winning a championship in my rookie season. That means a lot, not just for me, but for the fans, for the community, for the people. It means the world, because who doesn't want to be the next banner? We're excited for it, we're working hard for it, we're building, taking the next steps we need to be taking to get to that level." And honestly, coming from our new rookie, this is just inspiring to hear. I know that him and Lamar Stevens are definitely going to be expecting to play that Grant Williams role for the Celtics, and I'm hoping that both of them combine to that culture and take that role, and we can have our new defensive leaders to lead this team alongside our offensive power threats of Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. But let's get into the next news at hand, which is Payton Pritchard praising new center Kristaps Porzingis. And this is awesome to hear that our new point guard that we've had for a while that has been disgruntled is now praising new center and is very excited to buy in. If you guys have missed our last couple recent videos, we've also talked about Payton Pritchard and how he's ready to be bought in for the season and ready to go, and this just confirms it for the Celtics. Payton Pritchard was saying about Kristaps Porzingis that he thinks he's an unbelievable player who is obviously really tall and can affect the game in a whole different way that we haven't had, with his ability to shoot and put it on the floor and attack those mismatches. So I'm looking forward to playing with him, and it's going to be good. Adam Himmelbach reported this and shared that it appears as though Pritchard will get reps with Porzingis right when training camp starts, even if the Seas plan on bringing the Latvian center along slowly in the recovery from plantar fasciitis. He's been doing some light work on court, and he ramps up for training camp, Himmelbach wrote. And again, this is awesome to hear as a Celtics fan, hearing that our guy, Payton Pritchard, is ready to buy back into this Celtics team. Obviously, I think with Marcus Smart's departure, he's going to get a lot more minutes, so I think he's kind of bought back into his role on the Celtics as the backup point guard, playing alongside Derrick, White, We also have the whole condition with Malcolm Brogdon and his injury, and does he want to be here? That hasn't really been resolved and has been a main drama of the Celtics this offseason. So hopefully Payton Pritchard can get some reps from Brogdon's minutes as well if Brogdon's not there or if Brogdon's not fully healthy and ready to go. And if Payton Pritchard can get some good, valuable reps in training camp with Porzingis, maybe they can form a nice duo and a nice connection for pick and rolls and to be able to do pick and pops. And I think Payton Pritchard can actually expand his playmaking game and hopefully become a better point guard and playmaker with having a 7'2" center who can basically shoot from anywhere on the court. And I think that will help out the Boston Celtics tremendously coming up into this season. And lastly, let's get into the last topic at hand, which is Jaylen Brown being ranked a top 5 shooting guard according to Hoops Hype. Now, Hoop Hype apparently every year does these rankings on their position, per position, and recently it was last month that the shooting guard rankings came out, and Jaylen Brown was ranked among the top 5 shooting guards in the NBA. And I would definitely agree. I think he's definitely worked his way to get there, and Hoops Hype actually believes that he is the number 4 shooting guard. So in the top 5, they had number 5, Zach LaVine, number 4, Jaylen Brown, then number 3 was Donovan Mitchell, number 2 was Anthony Edwards, and number 1 was Devin Booker. And the only thing that I'm going to say could be a little different is I think this is obviously projections for this season, so Anthony Edwards being number 2 is probably he'll finish at number 2 shooting guard by the end of the year, and I could agree with that. I think that he could definitely work up to that. But I don't know if Anthony Edwards is, at this moment, the second best shooting guard. I definitely think that Donovan Mitchell and Jaylen Brown might have a little bit of an edge on Anthony Edwards as of right now. I think by the end of the season, Anthony Edwards could definitely work up to there. But I think that their rankings are, pretty solid. Obviously, if we look at Jaylen Brown's stats from last season, he averaged, 26.6 points, 6.9 rebounds, 3.5 assists, shooting around 49% from the field, and shooting 34% from 3, shooting 77% from the free throw, shooting better from free throw than he has in his career, shooting a little bit worse from 3 in his career, but obviously shooting better from the field. Jaylen Brown has actually, in recent years, has kind of learned to master his mid-range, and I really like that from Jaylen Brown. I know that Jaylen Brown might not be the best three-point shooter on the Boston Celtics. Some nights he'll have his nights where he will hit shots crazy. Some nights, he was 0 for 4, 0 for 5 from 3. We all have seen it happen. Obviously, everyone has their bad nights. But I like that Jaylen Brown will attack from the mid-range and actually utilize that in his game, as since the three-point shot has grown, we don't really see a lot of guards using the mid-range. They just kind of shoot the 3. That's one extra point, as we see with the better shooting guards in the NBA. Obviously, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell, those are premier scorers that like to shoot 3s. But a guy like Jaylen Brown, I like to see that he doesn't have to go that route. Obviously, he can shoot the 3s and hit them, but he likes to mix it up, change it up and use the mid-range. And I think that's a big impact for how he can impact the Celtics this season. I think the Boston Celtics are going to be ready to go with obviously top 5 talent in Jaylen Brown and shooting guard. Obviously, they have the best one of the small forwards in the league in Jayson Tatum. Their guards might be a little weak with Derrick White, Payton Pritchard, but I think that they will build up those guards. And obviously, their big mans, I think the Celtics are solid, and I think we're going to be expecting a really great season upcoming. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you guys happy that Jaylen Brown is ranked a top 5 shooting guard? And if you guys think that he's a top 5 shooting guard, let me know in the comment section. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. This is Bruce Veliz signing off from Celtics Digest. Catch you guys in the next one.